In my last video, I featured a number of public personalities that were victimized by the eclipse, so to speak, but I glossed over the effect that it had on Trump, saying that essentially he is constantly in trouble these days, even though part of the eclipse had to do with the speech that he gave, the thing about the pants and so on. However, in light of these now newly released allegations about illegal leak probes that were carried out back in 2017 by the Justice Department that was then run by Jeff Sessions, I think we have another issue that is being added on to Trump's eclipse problems. Although, as I've said in other videos as well, the real driver in June is the Neptune station that is coming up later this month, because Neptune has a way of, on the high side, bringing in celebrity and fame, ostensibly for a good purpose, or at least to some kind of benefit, but on the low end relates to scandal and infamy, which I think is exactly what this is. And I would not be surprised one bit if we saw this issue in the investigations that were being done on reporters, on Congress people, if it continues to build as we go into the later days of this month and even into July as well. And so, as I say, the main driver is the Neptune station. However, the fact that these things all happened around the eclipse point illustrates the way eclipses work, meaning eclipses will correlate with psychological states and events that happen prior to the eclipse, during the eclipse, and after the eclipse. And in that sense, the eclipse can be a trigger, a starting point for the things that develop later. And I strongly suspect that whether or not he is eventually prosecuted for this particular thing, it's going to add to his problems. He's already dealing with grand juries and all the rest, and now he's looking at the prospect of some point down the road, information will get into the public domain that he clearly doesn't want out there. As, for example, people like Barr and Sessions are subpoenaed, and they have to tell us all what exactly was happening during those years.